Hello everybody, here welcome back to American Truck Sim, and today we are taking a turnkey house construction, which is 41 feet by 16 by 13 feet, a total weight of 44,000 pounds, from Oxnard, California to Barstow, California. So I'm already at the location, so let's go ahead and let's just make sure we're taking the right job here. There we go. Now I did start this job at 8 a.m., or I set the time so it was at 8 a.m. because didn't want to be at night. So this is what our load looks like. So this is just a wide load, not necessarily super long, but it's just a wide load. So that's where you got the flags and everything on the side there. He's polishing the frame of it. Okay. Alright, so is anything interesting here? Watch out for overtaking traffic, obey speed limit emissions. Yep, looks like it's all pretty much the same, so let's get started here. So we don't need this up here. So this load is about as heavy as most other loads, but this one's just particularly wide, which makes it part of the special transport. So like, gives you a pretty good idea of how wide it is here. And then I'm not sure how this is going to work out. How close are we to that car? Oh, not that close. I just thought we were going to be closer there. Alright, so we are turning right up here. So these turns you don't have to take as wide. So the last one we did was the... last one we did was the... what was it here? The massive silo. So this one's not as difficult for making turning, but you have to pay attention to where your truck is in terms of your widths, because you can easily take out a sign. What the heck is that doing on the road? Maybe you can drive them on the road in other provinces or states, maybe. Yeah, so this is relatively light. You could get 40,000 pounds without taking a special transport, that's for sure. The difference is that it's just the wide load, so basically I'm taking up both sides of traffic. Can't really get around that too much. Well, I'm being cautious by doing that as well. I could just stake to the one side and probably be fine. So like if I were to be just in this right-hand lane, how close is that? Well, that's not too bad. But even with me being in just the right lane here, you can see that I'm basically taking up most of the lane with traffic. Alright, so he's pausing there. It looks like. Yeah. There we go. We're turning right up here. There we go. Not too bad. Yeah, so this trailer is not really that difficult to drive in terms of the length. Like, it just feels like a normal trailer. You still have to take the turns super wide though. And there's the other one that's on there. It's the tire one for special transport, which kind of threw me off. I'm like, why is that a special transport? But maybe it's because it's extra wide, because the tires themselves. Now this is going to be a bit more interesting because we may have some opposing traffic. On the highway, we got 2 lanes, so it's not so bad. Like, how far? Oh, that's not too bad actually. So basically, I just need to stay in this lane. Or stay off to the left in this lane, I guess I should say. Why do they take us down this road? Like, seriously. Like, this makes no sense at all. Like, if we run into any opposing traffic... Okay, here we come up here. This should be interesting. Yeah, let's see what the cop car does. Alright. Oh, we made it past that. Didn't get any collisions, so I guess we didn't hit that sign. That's good. Yeah, it's funny. I've been trying all the special transports, and I've been doing all the shorter ones so far. There's a helicopter up there? That's kind of funny. I don't know why there's a helicopter up there. Let's go take a quick little peek at that. Yeah, that's random. Go a quick little screenshot while we're here. Didn't have to change the truck paint job. Seems to be just the right color there. I don't know if I've ever been down this road before. Or if I have, it's been a long time. Yeah, so I've been doing all the special transports, and what I've been doing is trying to do the shorter ones, not the long ones. Because the long ones just feel long, because they're just you're moving so slowly. But that's been my observation so far. So most of what I've been trying to do is do there's like 180 mile ones, like under 200 miles. And then they have some, we'll turn left up here. There we go. And they have some over 200 kilometer ones, or 200 mile ones. There we go. 55-mile-an-hour limit there. But apparently, I've actually had a couple people who have gotten homes built like this, where it's like built in a factory essentially, and they love them. Now this truck does have the retarder on it, which apparently, according to what they suggest in their what do you call it? Their gauge as to how good it is for heavy transport. They say the transmission with a retarder is better for heavy transport. So that's the reason why we have one, because I was doing a little bit of the heavy transport stuff and a little bit of the bigger stuff. So admittedly, you can probably get away with just Jake brake too. So maybe they blocked off this road because we haven't seen too much opposing traffic yet. I don't know. There was that one section up there where it was there was some traffic coming in the opposite direction. So we're taking a right turn up here. There we go. Making the left turn up here onto the highway, it looks like. Okay, that's no problem. Perfect. I don't know. The special transports are kind of fun. I have this. It's funny. I have the special transport DLC in ETS as well, but I don't think I've done many of those as well. I guess I like the idea of it, but I don't. I don't know. It's one of those things where sometimes it's nice. They're fun to do, but with having your own trailers now. I've been kind of focusing on jobs around the trailers I have. So I guess that's why I haven't really looked at some of the jobs like special transports, for example, or heavy hauls much. Although there is the heavy haul, I'm surprised they haven't added that yet. So it would be cool to see those heavy haul trailers. And then you could. We're making a lane maneuver. Okay. I'll just assume the other guy's back there because I can't see him. Sometimes it's hard to tell. When you're looking at it, you're like, because you're supposed to be able to, you're supposed to wait for the guy behind you to go as well. But the problem is, you can't see him in your rearview mirror. All right. Let's just slow it down here a little bit. just so we don't tip or anything like that. I do like the Jake brake sound in this truck. From the outside it sounds kind of silly, but the inside sounds nice. This is the outside sounds like this. But on the inside it sounds deep and throaty, I guess is the best way to describe it. There we go. So you'll make the lane change. So we're just following the contour here. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, some of the special transports are really interesting, just because they're very challenging, I guess is a better way to describe it. And that's the whole idea behind them. Like this one, so far, has been pretty easy. So far, at least. Okay, take a nice and easy up here. Take a nice right turn. Give ourselves lots of space. For sale. Nice piece of property. Look at that. So now it's getting a bit enclosed, so this is where you have to be careful. Because the potential of running into other people, you know, it's there, but camera on. Perfect. Yeah, some of the special transports are really difficult for making the right and left turns. Just depends on what trailer you have. Like, the heavier the weight, the more axles you need, basically. And with the more axles you need, the longer the trailer ends up being. So, like, the silo was pretty big. What else? Oh, that one is there. There's a silo. There is the massive tech box I took before, which was pretty big as well. Oh, really? That was awfully close. There we go. Just so happened that the truck came right at the exact time that we're coming by that concrete barrier on the one side too, making our lives that much more difficult. Oh, this road. I haven't been on this road in ages. This is a fun road to drive on. Because you do these little up and downs, and there's a police officer just encouraging the other guy to go on their side there. I didn't put my beacons on, did I? There we go. Now they're on. A little too late probably, but hey, that's okay. How close am I to that concrete? Pretty close. That's kind of the concerning part. So like when it's like this, you can just go on this either like this without a problem. But when you have that concrete barrier on the other side, it makes it a little bit more difficult. A little bit of tumbleweed here. I think it's funny that they actually included that. I guess it's a thing. I don't know. I live in Ontario in Canada, so we don't have any deserts here. So we don't really have any tumbleweed, but apparently that's a thing. Like in an old Western movie sort of thing, so. What has been your opinion so far of the Special Transport DLC? Do you have it? Have you enjoyed playing it thus far? I don't know, I've enjoyed it, definitely. You know, for whatever the $4 it is, it definitely gives you a lot of enjoyment. And now you have, like, the heavy haul, you have the Special Transport, you have the paint job DLCs now as well, of course. Which have all been, you know, the paint jobs, you know, that works if you drive the vanilla trucks. This particular truck, the VNL, looks really nice with most of the paint jobs I've looked at so far, basically. So. Still making our way through the desert, it looks like here. Haven't encountered too much traffic. The odd car. So look how far I am, and that car still stopped, basically. Come up to the oil fields here. It's funny, this is like reminiscent of, like, you know, the very first time I played ATS, because I just, ever since Oregon came out, I really haven't been in Arizona at all, or California for that matter. But it seems so gray and brown here in comparison to Oregon. A lot of Oregon's like there's a lot more green in general, I feel like. But there are some areas like this too. There we go. Not too bad. Well, the special transports have been a lot of, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a niche type thing. Like, some people like the idea of it. It's not for everybody. Like, I don't like doing it all the time, that's for sure. But once in a while, they're fun. I'm trying to see if I can do them all. Alright. There we go. So far, I think I've done like 3 or 4 of them now. There we go. It's interesting to watch how the police officer kind of goes off to the side of the road and pushes them off the road, kind of idea. Saying like, whoa, 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 back away. It's me not paying attention to where we're supposed to be turning. There we go. Yeah, so like looking down the road, being like, oh, what's that down there? And then here's a turn here. There we go. Lots of space there. Let's keep it at 40 so we actually don't fail the mission. I definitely have what's the word I'm looking for? Restarted segments of some of the special transport just because I just wasn't being careful enough, really. So what I would do is I would take the turn, and I just wasn't taking the turn willy-nilly, so to speak, and then just wasn't being cautious enough with how wide of turn you had to make, because you do need to make quite a wide turn. Not with this one specifically, because it's a short trailer. How many miles do we have left here? 31 miles to go. Taking an hour in game, which really isn't that much. Especially when you're on the highway cruising at a whopping 40 miles an hour. I don't know. I guess it adds up over time. And that's why I think I've been doing the shorter ones, because the long ones do feel long because you're doing 40 miles an hour the whole time. So under 200 I don't mind it, but over 200 I'm like, I could do it normally without a problem relatively quickly when you have to drive so slow. But I totally understand why it's set to 40 miles an hour. It makes sense. Because it could be tippy, for example, or extra heavy or extra long. It would take a lot longer to slow down in a lot of cases too, depending on what it is. There we go. It seems as if you could go faster too, though. I don't know if the police officer would stop you from going too fast. Oh, he's gonna go say, whoa, 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 buddy. Back away from the house. It's so funny to watch that. You need a police escort all the time. There we go. Looks like we're coming into a town up here. up here. Okay. There you go. People with their cell phones, apparently. All right. Now, where are we going? We must be going to a new subdivision. I can only assume that's where it's going. But yeah, these homes, modular homes, or whatever you call them, are quite interesting because you can pretty much customize it exactly the way you want. And okay, guess I'm just gonna drive straight down here. So this is not going to a subdivision, apparently. It is going to a mine. Okay, it wants us to park right there. All right. Can do that. Hopefully we have enough space there. There we go, perfect, nice. Park and brake on there. Unload. Nice. Home sweet home, achievement unlocked. I don't know what that one is. And we also got Big in America, number 4, I think it was. So there you go, 186 kilometers, or 160 miles. Took us 9 hours in game apparently, and we consumed 25 gallons of fuel. Not bad. All right, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Ian Robson. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more American Truck Simulator. I'll catch you guys later.